Winterbloom released a surface mount kit version of their Helium module, and I decided to see if I could build it. I started by cutting out a solder paste stencil with the Cricut. I exported the solder paste layer from Thea's KiCad file and cut it out of some plastic sheeting I had left over from making face shields in 2020. Cursed timeline. I spread solder paste with the stencil, and overall it was fairly successful. Some of the stencil cuts weren't as clean as you'd get from a metal stencil, obviously, but the paste overall got to where it needed to be. After placing the components, I baked the board in my Easy Bake oven. I have a video on testing out this unmodified Easy Bake oven for Reflow with low temp solder paste. I use an oven thermometer to monitor the temps. After baking, I touched up a few connections and then soldered up the jacks. If I had been more generous with the paste, then it would have been a better bake. I was a little concerned with bridging connections for the IC legs, but I really could have added more paste and it would have been fine. In general though, I still can't believe that the Easy Bake oven works at all. All right, so here's Helium in the rack, and I did a pretty decent job with soldering. The only thing that seems to not be functional is the LED for the mixing output, which is where you can take 3 inputs and mix them into one. But you know, I can live with that. I can accept that. What makes this special compared to like a mult or a passive mult, that is that it has circuitry in there so that the waveforms are going to remain stable. Sometimes I've experienced this when you plug into a passive mult, the waveform can get a little unstable because there isn't any, it's just like straight current. So anything that's gonna interfere with it can make stuff get kind of wonky. So to start up, I will start up PAMs, and we're gonna send 1 V-oct output from Tune here, which is taking in 1 V-oct from a sequencer. And we're gonna put it into this first input. You can see the lights start going. And as a result, you can also see like the brightness is affected by the voltage of 1 V-oct. But also if I wanted to, I could do 9 outputs of that, which is wild. So first let's do plates. And then let's do the A voice of Castor and Pollux. And then the B voice of Castor and Pollux. And then because this is coming from Tune, I could change the scale. That's a little higher. And I can also go down. And that's very cool because then with different CV inputs on either a VCA or for a level, like you can get some really cool stuff going and everything's in the same key. Another use I think we use a lot this for is OCHD. It's these really fun LFO filters. The only issue is like, you know, it's just one output and done, but you can take one LFO, put it here, and then plug in here. And you can also plug in here. I can also send it out. There. And then I can take another one, put it here, send out to a bunch of other places. And you can see the colors changing because the LFO is going red and blue. I can plug there. clearing the foliage. And then let's experiment with this mixing waveform thing. Stop and I'll turn down the B voice. So let's see. Let's get some different waveforms going for PAMs. So let's do on output 6, let's do a random. And then on output 7, let's do a sine. And let's make it really slow. Well, by really slow, over course 2 beats. And then for 8, let's also make that a random, but have the level be lower. And then let's see what happens. So I can use some short cables. And like I said, this seems to be the only thing I screwed up is the LED for this. And I haven't screwed down the module yet because I can't find my knurlies. I know they're somewhere. Okay, so where should we send it? For fun, let's send it to 1V oct on plates. I'm just curious what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna turn down Castor and Pollux, and then let's so that's fun. The sine wave is making it kind of go everywhere for that. So that's the two random waveforms together. But that's fun. Let's put it on level. This trigger is just on off. Cool. And let's slow down the sine wave. So we're getting this kind of fun because it's going up and down, but the random juts, the random waveform. What's this on? Let's put this to ×4. That's cool. I like that. Very fun. And then let's do another. Oh, this isn't plugged into anything. Do 1V oct. We can pull the 1V oct from here. That's cool. Let's get rid of this higher one. It's just a sine wave. And all three. See what happens. Every patch is an experiment. And just for fun, the trigger. That's cool. And let's bring back Castor and Pollux since we've reinstated the 1V oct. Now technically, you could take this output here, feed it back into here, and get 3 more feeds of it, which is exciting. There's a lot you could do. So I'm very happy with Helium. Another lovely module from Winterbloom, of course. And I love that there was a DIY kit option, and it was another great excuse for me to use my Easy Bake Oven to reflow solder for the second time. And yeah, this has been What City DIY.